Let's start writing program for our obstacle avoidance robot using 3 digital IR sensor. As usual, we are going to write our first line, the include statement for avrio.h and the main routine. Inside the main routine, our infinite loop part. We will use our flow chart to write the program. Our flow chart was this: take reading from the sensor, check if only left or left and middle detects any object, and then turn right. If no, then right and middle sensor detects object, turn left. If middle or all the 3 sensor detects object, turn 180 degree. For rest 2 condition, move forward. So first thing we will here we are going to use delay also. So we will include first our delay statement, that is defining CPU clock frequency as 12 megahertz, and include util delay.h, that is header file for delay function. So this we have defined our clock frequency of our CPU as 12 megahertz and include util delay.h because we are going to use delay function. Then we will declare our port D port as output and port C as input, and also first we will write that we declare DDRD and 8 times 1. Writing this value to our port DDRD register will make port D all pins as output, and writing this value to DDRC will make our port C as port C's all the pins as input. We are using 3 sensor, that's why we have defined 3 variable S1, S2 and S3, and all 3 variables are of integer data types. Next we going to enter into infinite loop part. So first thing we will do is take reading and put that value in the variable which we have defined, S1, S2 and S3. So S1 will contain only information of pin C0, S2 will contain information about only pin C2, and S3 will contain information of pin C1 will S2 and pin C2 will S3. Next thing we are going to do is a checking part. Now we are going to use more than one checking statement because we have 3 here. So we will use else if, that is nested if. We are going to use nested if. So first statement would be checking left and middle sensor. So if only left sensor detects object, for this is the statement. If only left sensor is detecting any object, that means it will be sending 1, or if left and middle sensor detects object, that means this is the line. If S1 is 1 and S2, that is middle sensor, is also sending 1, or we write or by using this is logical or. So this if condition will check if only S1 is 1, that is left sensor is detecting only detecting object, or S1 or S2, S1 and S2 is detecting any object or not. If yes, then our robot will turn right. If no, the next statement is to check if only right or right and middle sensor is detecting any object or not. If yes, then our robot should turn left. So our else if statement would be this one. If only right sensor is detecting object, then it will be sending 1 to the microcontroller, or if middle and right sensor is detecting any object, both will be sending 1 to the microcontroller. So for both the option, if it is true, then our robot should turn left. To turn left, we have to write this value to our port D register. If this is also not the condition, this is not the input which we are getting from the sensor, then check if middle or all 3 sensors are detecting any object or not. If yes, then take 180 degree turn. So our statement would be if only middle sensor, that means only middle sensor would be sending 1 to the microcontroller, or all the 3 sensor is detecting any object or not, that means all the 3 would be sending 1 to the microcontroller. If any of the from both of the conditions is satisfied, then our robot should take 180-degree turn either from left side or right side. We are taking from right side. Actually, we have to see at what delay our robot takes 180 degree turn. You can calculate it, or you can do that by trial and error method. Put some value over here in delay condition, see if it's if your robot is taking 180 degree turn or not. If not, then increase or decrease the delay value. If the given input is not any of these condition, then our robot, that is for other two, our robot should move forward. So we will write that in else statement. If not, continue moving forward. To move forward, you have to write this statement or write this value to our port T register. So we have written all these possibility in terms of C language. Everything looks fine to me. Let's build our project. So succeeded, no error or any warning. So we don't have any syntax error inside this program.